Tan Talk Radio Network.
Tampa Bay's Tan Talk, entertaining and informative radio for the Sunshine State.
It's time for Be Local Buzz with Devin. Devin is the owner and publisher of Stroll Harbor Bluffs and Be Local Beaches magazine. She's also the founder of Raising Relief Foundation and the host of Be Local Buzz on the Tan Talk Radio Network. Now here's Devin, your community connector.
Good afternoon and happy Thursday. It's Be Local Buzz with Devin, your community connector here on Tan Talk Radio every Thursday from 4 to 5. It's the best day of the week for me, but especially when I walk in and I see Avery's back. Oh my God, I'm so excited to see you. What's going on?
Not much, just hanging out. How we doing?
Good. I mean, I'm really glad to see you. I always have fun with you. DJ Avery, our producer today. So we've missed you. How's things going?
Everything's good. I'm staying busy, which I like. You know, I don't like not having ways to fill my time. So that's important to me. My number is
727-657-9615. If you ever feel like you have extra time that you need filled, you just call me and I will help you with that, okay?
Wouldn't it be? I would love to give some of my time to the foster children.
I know.
You know, I can relate.
I'm so glad you brought that up because what he's talking about is the Kids and Teens Birth, which is a program from Raising Relief Foundation, which is a local nonprofit. Seeks out the problems and the issues in the community, fixes them basically. And it could be any societal issue that we have. So what he's talking about, the Kids and Teens Birthday Club, because what really happens is everyone is philanthropic and thinks of the kids and teens only at Christmas time. So everyone's giving toys and gifts for that. However, the reality is their birthday is their special day. And there's a lot of foster children that have never even had a birthday because it's just kind of forgotten. So Raising Relief Foundation has boxes around the community, and pick up a toy, pick up a gift for the the teens. Pick up a gift card and drop them off at any of our locations. And I'll just go through some of the locations. Sharp Image Salon in Clearwater, Village Inn Largo, VIP on Indian Shores, Salty Roots Boutique on Walsingham, Bel Air Market and Coastal Market 607 and Studio 131 in Seminole. So that's where our locations are right now. And thank you so much for the people that have donated. We've given hundreds of toys and gifts to 3 foster charities that we're working with, which are Hero to a Child, Florida Sheriff Youth Ranch, and Foster Angels. So continue it. There's toys and gifts everywhere you go. You go to CVS to pick up a prescription. There's something you can get there. You go to Publix to pick up food. There's something you can give there. There's always something you can give. A beach towel, linens, anything for the kids and teens and toys. So do it. Thank you. Yes.
Can we put one of those at Onyx?
Yes, we can absolutely put one at Onyx. I have those. So yes, we absolutely will, which we're going to hear from Onyx after.
Is there a website where you can see what you put in there?
You can put anything in there. As long as it's kids or teens related or gift cards.
Okay.
Absolutely. Anything. And it has to be new, of course. We don't want used clothes or anything like that. Okay. Avery, there's something else very exciting going on in the community with Raising Relief Foundation. Since you've been gone, I'd like to share this with you.
Yes, please tell me.
Okay. So Raising Relief Foundation and myself I am honored to have been nominated by people in the community for Best of the Bay in 3 categories. And yeah, so Raising Relief Foundation is up for the best nonprofit to volunteer. I'm up for best networker, if everyone knows that that's what my thing is, people communicating and collaborating and bringing business partners together and residents together and business owners with residents, and then also best philanthropist. So if you could kindly just go to raisingrelieffoundation.org, you will see vote at the top of our website. And my guys and gals have put the 3 links on that website. You can vote every day, and actually voting does close on August 20th. So again, we would appreciate any and all votes. We are humbly and very excited to have been nominated for these great event and Best of the Bay. And again, it's raisingrelieffoundation.org. Thank you. So look at all these guests in here, Avery. I mean,
it's a block party.
On fire. We are having such a party over here at TAN Talk. Just tuning in, it's Be Local Buzz with Devin, your community connector here on TAN Talk Radio. So we're going to get into our first guest, and I will definitely be giving a testimonial to her since I just saw her an hour ago. Do we have a song for our beautiful Whitney?
Let me check.
Okay.
Call the compound pharmacy. My doc won't fill the script for me. ABC 1, 2, 3. GLPs for you and me. Keep up with the Kardashians. I want to be so super thin. I used to want an hourglass, but now I'm starving out my ass. So tired.
All right.
I'll say I'm eating right.
Anyone who says I don't do my homework for these shows does not know what they're talking about.
That was perfect.
Whitney, welcome to Be Local Buzz with Devin, and thanks for coming back. The owner of Onyx Aesthetics and Wellness, and let's talk about. I was just there.
Yes.
Big baby. I am a big baby.
Okay.
I do not like lasers. I don't like needles. It's just my thing.
But I don't like pain. It's okay. But
yes,
it wasn't
I don't like
that
pain.
bad, right?
It wasn't that bad at all because you took the time to listen,
yes,
be patient,
yes,
and come up with a plan to baby step me.
yes,
Okay.
Yes.
That's important.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just not customer service. That is really getting to know your patients and who you're dealing with. And now I'm like, we're going to go for the whole kit and caboodle. So Whitney, again, welcome to the show. Tell
you.
everyone what you do and why would I play that fun little Ozempic song for you?
Well, we are a wellness and aesthetics clinic. So we do primary care, wellness, IVs. We do weight loss, which of course includes the Ozempic, Mounjaro, all of that stuff. We do some sort of a little bit of functional medicine. It's more like integrative, tons of Botox, fillers, lasers. My favorite, the CO2, which you just let me do on your hands.
Right.
Yes. And it's not nearly as scary as you thought it would be, right?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
So talk about the hands, okay? A lot of people don't even think you can. I went in there for IPL, which gets rid of brown spots on my face.
Mm-hmm.
But then I said, well, now I'm looking at my hands and I don't know where these came from overnight, but all of a sudden I have brown spots on my hands. So tell me the interesting facts that you told me about the driving situation and also what you can do with the hands and face.
So a lot of people don't think about it, but when we're in the car driving, especially if you have a job where you're in the car a lot, but even if you're not in the car a lot, but you're just running errands, it all adds up. And so you get sun damage through the windows. So if you're holding the steering wheel, like some people drive it underneath, so it's not as bad, but some people are right there in the left. Some people are right up top. So you're getting it from the, front drivers. So, people just don't think about it, but I had some pop up on my hand the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, CO2 time. So it happens. People just don't think about it. So that's when we say like sunscreen, like you have to always wear your sunscreen and always apply it. Cause even doing something as simple as 2 hours of errands and getting in and out of the car, you can get sun damage and people just don't think about it.
No, because everyone says, of course, wrinkles and all this stuff, sunspots, all that you get from overexposure to the sun, but automatically think beach, pools,
like laying out,
boating, laying out, baby oil. I don't know, all that crazy stuff, right? That you used to do. I never thought of driving. I even said that to you, and you said that. Tell our audience what you told me about the left side of the body.
Oh yeah, the left side. Usually, like when I'm doing Botox or any of the toxins, a lot of times the crows will be worse on the left side. Sometimes people's wrinkles on their cheeks will be worse on the left side, and that also has to do with how they sleep and stuff like that. But especially if you're in the car a lot, it contributes to that.
Wow, that's amazing. So everyone knows that I do a little trivia for all our guests. And yes, it is to try to trick them. Avery, right? It's to try to trick them because I don't really expect people to get this. But I kind of have some easy questions for you guys today.
Well, now if I don't get it, I'm going to look real bad.
Okay, I know. You're right. I shouldn't have said that. This is how I get myself in trouble. No, they're all very, very hard. Okay. What percentage of skin damage is from sun exposure? Ironically, is one of my questions.
Oh, I actually don't know that percentage, but I would say it's probably pretty high.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What is it?
100%.
Did you just Google it?
No, it's not. No, Mrs. Google didn't say 100%, but it's 90%.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right.
It totally is.
Yeah.
And what's the largest organ in our body?
Skin.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, what do you want to tell our listeners and our viewers? Hello. Wave to our YouTube people. Some of the things that you're doing, what's coming up, what should people be doing now? So kids are back to school.
Kids are back to school.
I know we live in Florida. I can't say it's the end of the summer because I don't think there ever is an end of the summer. However, what can moms do right now that kids are back in school? They need to get refreshed, right? So what are some things? I'm sure
there's a lot of moms and dads out there with a lot of sun damage from the sun. You know, over summertime, everyone's going to the beach and it's hot out. Just being in Florida alone, the sun is very strong. So, you know, a good CO2 is a great way to get some of that sun damage off of there. Microneedling. If you've really worn yourself out, some nice IVs with vitamin C and glutathione, those always really work out very well. Botox is always a staple.
Right. It doesn't just have
Botox
to be
is a
Botox,
given.
right? It could be Dysport or Zeman.
Yes, there's actually 5, and they just came out with a new one. I apologize. I can't remember the name. It starts with an L, like Laduda or something. I'm not sure. Don't copy me. Okay. But there's 5 of them. So there's Botox, which is the original OG, and then there's Zeomin, there's Dysport, there's Jeuveau, and there's Daxify.
Oh,
and then this new one, but I still can't get a rep. So if anyone knows a rep for them, have them call Onyx.
Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds good.
So how does that CO2 work?
The CO2 is ablative. So essentially I'm kind of burning you, which is a little scary, especially when you look on Google and you see all of these reviews and these pictures. And it used to be really scary. It used to be where like they would have to put you to sleep and people would come out looking like their face was a piece of meat. But they have found that you don't need to cause that much damage to actually get a good result anymore. So the CO2 we have, it's a Deca, and it can do the cool peel, which has been kind of a hot word lately. So some people might recognize it, some people won't, but that's what I did on Devin's hands today, because admittedly Devin was afraid of the CO2, you know, from what she's seen and heard over the years and everything. So I wanted to show her that, you know, obviously it's a little different on your hands because your hands are a little bit thicker. But I wanted to show her it's not scary. And then when that comes off, she'll see what a nice job it did. And being able to do the cool peel, you can do a lot of sessions, but have a lot less downtime. So for someone like Devin that's very, very busy, a cool peel is a great option, you know? Cool. And then once she gets, exactly. It's actually really hot. I don't know why they call it the cool peel, but I guess a hot peel wouldn't sound very good for marketing.
Yeah. So it's Be Local Buzz with Devin. We're here on TAN Talk Radio. We're talking to Whitney, the owner of Onyx Aesthetics and Wellness. And if you have any questions today for any of our guests, you can call 727-441-3000. So we're talking about the CO2 treatments and how it is scary and how I was a baby. And you've been talking to me about this for a year. And I finally said, you came to me with a plan. We're going to do this mild version of it on your hands. And it didn't hurt at all.
We didn't even use any numbing on your hands. Nothing.
It didn't hurt at all.
The downtime is definitely longer with the hands because we don't have as many sebaceous or oil glands in our hands as we do our face. So I would say probably a month. But right now you see these little white carbon dots. By tomorrow, that's going to go away. And then by day 3, you kind of feel like sandpaper, but you just keep it moisturized. And within a month, it'll fall off. The face within, depending on how hard we go, 3 to 7 days.
But we say downtime. When someone says downtime, to me, that means you can't function. Okay. That means, you can't leave. You can't use that part of your body. It's not downtime. I'm functioning. I'm fine. I'm going to carry on.
You'll be fine. Yeah. And with the hands, it's one thing. Most people don't care. And some people, you know, myself, I mean, it's probably the profession I'm in, but, you know, I will do it to myself and go to the grocery store the next day and scare people. I don't care. But some people don't want anyone to know they did anything, and to each their own, you know, that's your choice. So that's when I say downtime. If you don't want anyone to know you've done anything and we're doing it your face, probably 7 days, you know, but Yeah, yeah.
And that's more because of the way you look.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
because you can't
You don't
actually
feel bad.
Right,
Yes, yeah. Like today, do you feel any
No,
like
I don't feel
burning or
anything.
heat in your hands? That's
No.
perfect. When we do your face, you'll feel a little burny, but it won't be bad. The higher we go with the settings, the more burn you will feel. But it's usually just for that day for a couple hours. You wake up, and depending on how hard we go, you can look a little funny, but you don't feel bad at all.
Right.
Yeah, there's no pain.
Can you put makeup on over that?
No, and
Right,
it would
so
look
that
really
would be-
bad. It would look bad. So if you put makeup on over it,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So what do you have coming up over there? And again, what's the name of your place?
It is
And
Onyx
how
Wellness
can
and
people find you?
Aesthetics.
And what are your hours?
So our hours vary. Right now we're Tuesday and Thursday from 10 to 7, Wednesdays 10 to 4, and then Fridays 10 to 2. But it has been summer, so we kind of put our hours down a little bit. But when
course.
it gets busier, we'll be open a little bit later. But we're at 1000 Lakeview Road, Suite 3. And you can call us at 727-238. Forgot the rest of my number.
Okay. Well, you can always find her in Be Local, Beaches, or Stroll Harbor Bluffs magazine.
Google Onyx. Sorry, guys.
All right. Just for that, I'm going to give her a hard trivia question. Avery, are you ready for this one?
I'm ready.
What did early Egyptians use for skin treatments?
Blood.
Anyone? It says I had to Google and find out what it is. And then when I found out what it was, I wish I never Googled
Oh,
it.
I
gosh.
think I know.
Oh, no.
No.
No, that's not a.
No.
Animal urine.
Give us
Oh,
a.
Close.
Yeah, is it a fluid like from something?
All right, I'll give you the easy one, the one that's not going to make your stomach turn. Mud, which people still kind of use, right?
Oh,
Mud,
yeah.
facials or
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know.
That makes
Mud
sense.
I guess that's all they had back then.
Lard.
Crocodile dung.
Oh.
I had to look that up because I didn't really want to know what it is, but then when I looked it up, I really didn't want to know. Yeah, it's feces poopy doop. Yep. So there we go. And I was like, how do you know? How do you get crocodile? Now so this leads off to a whole other thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like the salmon sperm facials.
What?
Said we're in Florida. How does that compare to the gator dung?
I don't know.
Good question.
All
Very
right,
good
so
question.
Lewis will
for you.
come back with that answer in a couple weeks. Excellent. Okay, Whitney, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And then I have someone right next to you who's over here as a surprise guest. And we have Stacy, and she is a business owner. Sharp Image. She
Sharp
looks at me
Image.
like I don't know.
Yeah.
Sharp Image, right down the street for you.
Yes.
So being the
Yes.
community networker, I wanted you two to meet.
I'm
So
so excited.
what is your specialty and what is your location?
So we're at 1305 South Highland in Clearwater, and we are right by Lakeview, by the way. And my specialty, well, we're a little bit of everything. We're a small town, charming hair salon with the Steel Magnolias vibe that everybody just loves. We have clients from all ages, all walks of life, and I cater to everybody. My specialty is corrective color and blonding, but I do everything. Everything.
And you have a great deal for guys too,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And Whitney, we didn't talk about it, but you have do a lot of guys services there too.
Oh yes, men need it too.
Yes. Yeah.
Men definitely need
Right.
it too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And men,
Guys.
Yeah. So when you're done seeing Whitney, you can come over and get a beautiful shampoo with a micro exfoliant scrub and a haircut and a beverage of your choice for $20.
right?
Always, every day.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So I think it's important that these business owners collaborate because you
yes.
have the same clients. So this is what
Yes.
we do at Be Local Beaches magazines and Stroll Harbor Bluffs. We get business owners that can come together, collaborate because they're with the same customers, and then help each other to help the client. So I'm
Yeah.
sure someone's getting Botox or whatever, CO2, and they say, hey, by the way, I need to get my roots done. Do you have a good recommendation? And vice versa. They might be
Right.
saying, as you're giving them their
Right.
hairdo or haircut or
Exactly.
hairstyle, whatever it is,
Exactly.
they might say, you know what? I'm looking for
They're
someone.
looking in their mirror
Yeah.
while I'm doing their hair, and they're like, God, I need this, or God, I need a facial. And I used to have somebody, but she's no longer with us anymore. So of course I'm going to use you and
Yay.
be able to refer you because I'm in dire need.
Excellent.
And I love I
you.
love getting microdermabrasions and everything like that. And my clients do too. And there's nothing right there other than that. There's another spa, but I don't know if anyone goes to that other one on Bel Air.
Well, we don't talk about other people because if they're not on this show, they haven't been vetted, and we can't be talking about business owners that we don't know about.
Yeah, we don't know them. I would rather recommend to somebody that
is in our network.
Devin speaks so highly of you. So I'm really excited to try.
Excellent. And then to refer. So again, where's your business location? This is Stacy from Sharp Image Salon. She is the owner. How long have you been in business? For a long time.
Well, we've been in business for about 27 years. I bought out the original owner about 6 years ago. She moved away, and right now we're located at 1305 South Highland. But we are looking to move
and expand, right?
Yeah, we're looking to move. We're hoping to grab something by November. So you got to stay tuned. I will be in the same area. I'm just trying to find my space.
Do you have any? Yeah, do you have any buildings, empty offices, or in your area?
I think there might be one. I don't remember because there's 2 buildings right there, and I don't remember if there's a middle on the second building or not. I can look though and let you know. My landlord is amazing. Yes. I love him.
Right.
Yeah. Commercial agents that I work with all the time. I can give you her number.
I have a commercial agent working with me right now, and he and I are going to go look at a property on Bel Air, my last location before this one, across from that spa that I don't know the name. And so you
can't name drop here anyways.
It is on Bel Air, on Highland.
What is she doing here? She's all right. So that was Stacy.
Yeah, that was me. Hopefully I'll find a new location really close and really soon because I want to expand.
She wants to expand. That's amazing.
Yeah,
that's
we're
amazing.
Busy.
All right. So it's Be Local Beaches. No, it's not. It's Be Local Buzz, who owns Be Local Beaches magazine. And we are here every Thursday from 4 to 5. And if you have any questions for any of our guests here, it's 727-441-3000. Now, if you're just getting in your car or turning us on in your office and you're like, oh man, what was all that craziness that I missed? You can always go on to YouTube. You can go to TAN Talk Radio Network and watch the entire show. So I brought my next guest on because we are coming into hurricane season. And we all know how devastating and catastrophic that can actually be for us as individuals, families, and our community, as we learned last year. So I really want to take a very proactive approach to this and bring on people that can help you actually prepare maybe a little better than we did last year, because I don't think any of us were really expecting what happened. Of course, we all learned to move your cars, right? I think that's something that we all learned. But I'm going to introduce Kevin first. But Avery, do we have a song first for our founder of the next company? Like you guessed, that is Rock You Like a Hurricane by the Scorpions. Kevin, welcome to Be Local Buzz on TAN Talk Radio. We're so excited to have you in the studio today. Thanks for being a guest on the show.
Thank you.
So why would I play that song, and what's the name of your company, and how did you get involved with being the founder of this amazing company?
Name of the company is Roof Source Incorporated. I've been in construction my entire life. I mean, including high school, I was in building trades. Of course, that I was just to get out of school for half the day.
Yeah.
But, I've been in all trades up until probably 2006. And then a buddy of mine who owned a roofing company wanted to know if I wanted to come work for him. So I did. And he wasn't I won't get into any of that, but they got me.
We kind of like poop scoop a little bit on this show. So if you want to get into it, we can. We don't have to talk to Lewis today.
Yeah, I was living in Minneapolis, and I offered to purchase this company, and he had some issues, and so we were sitting on the 7th floor downtown LaSalle, Minneapolis, on the attorney's office trying to close this thing, and he walked out.
Oh.
So I'm like, well, I'll just take this down money, and that was back when we used Dext and Yellow Pages, that was the marketing thing. And so I knew what I looked at the yellow book, I opened it up, and I seen the biggest, which I knew was the biggest roofing company in the cities, and he had a full page ad. I'm like, why don't I just start a new company and buy the same ad space?
Yeah.
And so that's what I did. So here I was the smallest guy in the block, right next to the biggest guy in the block when you were looking. And that really panned out. And we got a lot. That's how I started the roofing company.
I love hearing that. Yes, print is definitely a great resource for sure.
So I mean, it was expensive, but it was definitely worth it.
Excellent.
So we did a lot of, specifically in commercial and high-end homes, because my background was I was flipping high-end homes, on the side. I've always been kind of in construction, so did that. And then in 2012, I sold the company and moved to Florida.
And then what's the name of your company that you opened here?
Same as was in St. Paul, Roof Source.
Roof Source, yeah. And where are you located?
Largo, Indian Rocks, basically. We're just about a mile from the water.
Over on Walsingham Road.
Yep.
What is that called? The Peach Plaza over there, right?
Peach Plaza.
Yeah. And we got some great business owners in there. We got right next to Salty Roots Boutique. Yep. Lori and her team are with us, and then also across from Fluffy Puppies, where all my little nuggets go to. So absolutely. So we're talking a little bit about being proactive for hurricane season, and the roof is one of the biggest things that actually are affected by hurricanes. So what can you tell our listeners and viewers on how to be proactive about that?
You got to do preventative maintenance on the roof. So you at least got to know what the shape they're in. That's why we provide a service that will come out and inspect your roof for free.
Wow. Can you say that again?
We will come out and inspect your roof for free.
Wow. Did you guys hear that?
So
it's Roof Source in Largo. This is Kevin, the owner, hearing it here on Be Local Buzz, that they will actually come out and inspect your roof for free. So, going into hurricane season, what could possibly be done, if anything, right? To protect yourself and your family and your investment. That's awesome.
Well, it's absolutely right. Because, the way I look at it, beginning of the roofing, and I've always said this, I mean, most people, their most prized possessions are inside their home.
Yeah.
Well, what are we doing? We're taking your roof off and putting a new roof on, and, we're protecting that home. So there always has to be a level of trust between the company, the client, and everyone involved. And that's kind of how our model is. We want everybody to be involved. We're very approachable. I don't even look at it as like selling people. We just build relationships.
Right.
And just treat people fair. Always show up, be accountable, answer your phone. You're going to be fine.
Yep. I agree. And being fair. And you're a local family-owned company.
Yes.
So speaking of local family-owned, there's like all these like little new additions to the Roof Source family.
We got third-generation roofers growing up right now.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Absolutely.
So I do have a couple trivia for you.
Okay.
So Avery, are you ready for some trivia for over here? We're talking to Kevin, owner of Roof Source, located in Largo. Again, he said that they will do a free roof inspection any time of the year, but especially now before hurricane season.
It's always a good time in the spring before the rainy season starts.
Oh, yeah, that's always good. Okay. Let's see. What roof color is the longest lasting? Oh, Avery, I forgot to tell you, we start doing like the little Jeopardy thing, like da, 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 da.
What kind of roof? Any roof?
Oh, I don't know. Mrs. Google, I just told me this information. I didn't get into trick questions.
I want to say black.
Copper.
Well, that's a style of roof. That's not a color.
Copper is certainly a color. I did it on my nails once. It was called copper. OPI copper, yes.
All right, you got me.
It is certainly a color. Well, that's what it said. Okay, so you didn't like that question. All right. What percentage of homes experience roof damage by hurricane? I'll give you a clue.
Was this statewide?
I would say it's everywhere. It's the same percentage as the skin damage from sun exposure.
90.
Yes, it was. Lewis gets one for listening. Very good.
It's teamwork.
Oh, I'm going to save this other one for our next guest.
There you
Okay.
go.
I'm going to save that for her. All right. So, Kevin, what I love and hear you saying is customer service is really what really sets you apart, and answering your phone. I mean, you guys, listening to that, it sounds a little crazy, but that is so true. And the reason why Kevin and his team sit here, why they're in our network, in our magazines, and why we want to brag about them is because they do things that other businesses don't do. And one of the things is answering your phone and getting back to the clients and listening to the clients and helping the clients. And then after the fact, after you do the job, if they call you, don't be like, oh my God, and ghost that customer.
Right.
Okay. And we know that happens. It's horrible. So what made you decide to make customer service such a out there and the forefront of your high standards that you have?
To be honest, I've been in them my whole life.
Yeah.
And it's, I come from different markets, avenues and ways of roofing where it was highly competitive. And when I come to Florida, I just got to tell you a story. I never forget this guy. He called when I was come out and give him an estimate for his roof. Me and my son Adam, we go out to his house and we get there. And the first thing out of his mouth, he's like, "You're 2 for 2." I go, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "You answered your phone and you showed up."
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was like, I looked at my son like, "Well, it's gonna be easy down here, dude."
Yeah. No, I mean,
To be honest with you, it was for a while.
it sounds so simple, but I'm sorry. In a lot of businesses, it's just a concept that just escapes them.
Florida's been known, everybody hears about the bad contractor things that go on. It really hurts it for contractors legitimate and honest because people are skeptical.
Right.
And it not so much recently, it was back after Andrew and all that stuff. There's been stuff that happened like that, but just do what you say, don't oversell, and just be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many times that we'll just repair roofs because they don't need to be replaced yet, and we'll tell the homeowner that. When
Right.
he might want to buy one, but the reality is, I'm honest with him. Repaired a couple years from now, he's probably gonna call me back when he's ready to buy one.
Right. Right. Just be honest. And that's why I'm picky and that's why I meet with everyone. I love these people that call me up and say, "Oh, can you send me a media kit?" A media kit? No, I don't even know if I want you. Wait a minute. I don't even know. We need to talk. I want to know about your business, tell you about us, and we'll see if it's a mutual good fit. But I mean, seriously, you have to have some kind of core values because, the old golden rule, right?
Yeah.
Treat others the way you want to be treated. A lot of people don't even know what that is. So Kevin, tell everyone how to get in touch with you for this free estimate before hurricane season.
They could call Hannah 24/7.
Okay. All right. So speaking of Hannah, do we have a song to introduce Hannah?
Put you on the spot there.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh. You and I listen to the same music, I can tell.
Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm.
All right. Yep. Riders and Hannah.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being on Be Local Buzz today. If you have a question for Hannah, you can call 727-441-3000, or we'll actually find out what the real number is. You can find her at Roof Source. Hannah, what do you do over there at Roof Source with Kevin and the team over there?
I'm the office manager, so I handle all the paperwork, everything they don't want to do.
Excellent.
But I handle the permits, the notice of commencements that I have to file with the county. I schedule the inspections.
Excellent.
I work directly with the insurance carriers, so whenever
Excellent. So you're like the operation manager is what I would consider.
pretty much.
Yeah, she does everything. To be
Right.
honest.
Oh, I'm sure. She's a woman. She does everything. Of course she does.
I keep them organized. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. So we're talking about the great customer service that you have at Roof Source, and you're located on Walsingham in the Peachtree Plaza, across from Sabala Plaza over there in that area. And how would you describe what sets your business apart from all the other roofing companies out there?
I mean, honestly, we really are just a family, and we treat our customers the same way. So we really always try and go above and beyond for each customer.
I love that.
Yep. So, I mean, for example, today, we signed somebody up and the mortgage company was giving them a hard time. So we're like, we'll take care of everything for you. We want to make this process as seamless as possible. And, so.
Because that can be very stressful.
Yep.
You're talking about permits and first-time buyers and all this kind of stuff. And we're gonna talk to Lewis after he does home inspections also. But it can be very stressful for that. So you're there to help them through that.
Yeah, to make it as easy as possible for them. We do it every day. They don't do it a lot. So
exactly.
You probably only get a few roofs in your lifetime. So.
But you know what? That does set you apart because not everyone has a hand in their company, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd like to think so, but
no, but seriously, you're talking about. They said there was a customer that said you're 2 for 2 because he answered his phone and showed up. God, I'm sure that company's not doing permits and paperwork for them and calming them down and saying, don't worry, we're here for you. Let me talk to you about your situation. I doubt that. If they're not even picking up the phone, I doubt they're giving that TLC, right?
Exactly.
And that is a difference. And if you hear anyone on Be Local Buzz or if you see anyone on our website, strollharborbluffs.com, these are people that are trusted businesses, especially in the trades industry, because you know what? Whitney described it earlier. It's the Wild West in Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. And that can be in the aesthetic business. It could be in the salon business, any business. But we have we love that we seek people out and we actually find the best businesses. So what is the phone number? Not the one to the radio show. What is the one for Roof Source?
The phone number is 813-374 0516.
Okay.
It comes to my cell phone though anyway, so we never really use it.
And
but.
we are, because I mean, obviously this time of the year when it storms come or it rains,
Yeah.
it's going to start raining. When your house is leaking, it's actively leaking, you don't want to get a voicemail. You want a live person to talk to.
Absolutely.
And so obviously Hannah does have to sleep occasionally, but we try to answer up at late at night, 8, 9 o'clock. I'm still working at that time too. So
that's good to know.
What we try to do during the storms, if you have an active leak, if you call us by noon, we'll try to be there the same day. If you call us in the afternoon, we'll try to be there next morning. Because the reality of it is, you don't want water in your house, and most people, they have to mitigate as much water damage as they can, immediately. Because if it gets in there, I mean, it's Florida. We water in a trap in certain places for a day or two, you got mold start growing.
Oh, yeah.
Right. That's a good point. It only takes 2 days for mold to grow. So you'd want to be on top of it as soon as possible.
So you need someone to answer the phone, have a sense of urgency, and come out to help you. And that's Roof Source. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. So when Jules does the article on your business, we need to put that in there. Because that's really important, valuable things. Absolutely. Okay. Again, where can someone find you? And what do you want to say? I can tell you want to say something. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I didn't have anything to say.
Can you tell them my phone number?
I can look it up for you. I'll look it up for you.
So Avery, we have a new thing. Not only am I going to have to prepare my show for me, I'm going to have to start writing down the business's phone numbers for them.
Just put the numbers down as part of the trivia questions.
Oh, what a great idea.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, there's a winner right there. There's a winner right there. Okay, so one more time, phone number and what are you known for? What's your tagline?
Our tagline, what is it? Straight to the source.
That
is it. Yep.
I love
and then
it.
there's one for Archie. What's that one?
Oh,
helping people.
Building relationships one wolf at a time.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
I love that.
Yeah.
But I just want to say one thing too, because I think it really goes to the clients that we live. We are a family.
Yes.
I have the a lot of people don't. I never had the opportunity. Of course, I wasn't really ready, but work with my son.
Yes.
I work with him, and now he's got a son, and doing stuff like that. I mean, it just warms my heart. It's awesome. And then everybody in the office works for each other. We fill in for each other. Everybody's got specific job duties, but if we're, too much this way, we help each other out. And I know it reflects because nobody wants anybody to come out to a house to get an estimate. They're kind of upset they got to buy a roof to begin with because in most people's minds, it's a necessity. Now they're not doing it for aesthetics.
Right.
Some people do, but most of it, you have to have it. Well, they don't want somebody coming out there that's grumpy. I mean, we try to make it as seamless as possible. Right. Enjoy the time when we're doing it. Right. So people don't have to regret it. How many times I've heard stories of, I got my last roof. It was the worst experience I ever had. Well, we're not about that.
Exactly. Yes, and we appreciate that. And if people are going to spend money on aesthetics, they're going to go see Whitney. They're going to have, I don't know, they're going to have whatever, CO2 peels and Ozempics and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yep.
That's the only aesthetics people want to spend money on. So thank you for being on here. And then I have another guest. So this is Be Local Buzz with Devin. If you've missed some of this show and you want to go watch it on YouTube, you can go to TAN Talk Radio Network. And I have a new guest, not a new guest, but a new dad on our show. Congratulations. 1-month-old baby. That's why he couldn't be here the last time you were scheduled, right? Because your wife was going into labor. Oh my God, we're in the hospital. That's so cool. Well, before we introduce Lewis and talk about his business, did we have a song for him?
Yo, my name is Dirk, here to make it clear. Home inspections, man, that's my career. I'm all about buyers, sellers, and more, helping folks understand what they're looking for. Inspecting homes, it's a passion of mine. Every little detail, I'm on the line. From the roof to the floor, I'm on the case, making sure everything has its right place.
All right.
Home inspections, yeah, it's what I do. Guiding folks through, helping them stay true. Buyers, sellers, I'm here to assist.
I guess everyone
in the
knows
real
what he
estate game.
does. What he does.
I persist with passionate.
All right. So, yep, I had to dig deep for that one, Lewis, unless you wrote it. Did you write that song? You wish, right. Okay. Lewis, welcome to Be Local Buzz with Devin, and congratulations on your little baby girl. That is amazing. So, obviously, why would I play the home inspection rap song for you?
I'm only here for the clients, so I do my best. I take a look at everything I can, and I've had some people call me from other people's reports and saying, "Hey, your report was so thorough that we want you to use you for our next inspection."
That's excellent.
And that's from the seller side, which is awesome.
So when I met you, you had a very cool analogy that I love. So tell everyone what you told me on how you really feel your role is as a building inspector.
Yeah, as a
home inspector.
The home inspector is like a doctor for the house. They're
I love
looking
that.
for the small cracks and damages that can turn into something bigger over time. You want to be preventative as much as possible.
I love that. And that's so true, right? You don't just have to people think you have to get a home inspection because you're selling your house but the proactive approach, you could go have a home inspection anytime you want just to see if it's energy efficient or to see like, hey, you know what? Is there anything weird going to happen with my structures? Right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you recommend to our listeners and our viewers? We're talking about hurricane season prep. Is there anything on your end that people can do?
Well, make sure your insurance reports are up to date. I have had a lot of people that they'll do the 4-point or the wind mitigation, and both of them come in handy for insurance purposes. But if there's a named storm already in the area, you can't get that updated. So you want to make sure it's done prior to, get all the discounts that you can, and then have a roofer come out if there's any needs for repair.
Okay, so that's very interesting. So people come on the show and they start talking all their buzz language, like everyone understands what they're talking about. Okay, so let's back up.
Okay.
You said something about you get your 4-point inspection. What the heck is that? And I actually have in my notes that it's really a 5-point inspection. So I don't know. So what is your 4 points? And Mrs. Google says it's 5 points. So we'll see who's the winner.
Well, the 4 points would include the roof, the electrical, the AC, and the plumbing. So those are the 4 major systems of the house.
And then structural was number 5.
Structural is not going to be in there for the insurance report.
Oh, Mrs. Google's fired. That's it. I'm going to have to go over to Chad, who's my new boyfriend, Chad GPT. I call him Chad. So we're going to switch over to Chad for these answers and questions.
And then for the wind mitigation, if anyone was curious, is more about how well prepared it is for a hurricane.
Okay.
So there's hurricane windows, which is going to be just wind resistance. And then you have impact windows, which is wind and debris that's coming in the air.
Oh.
So large missile impact is 9 pounds and above. They test it with 2x4s. It's great to look it up on YouTube. Lots of fun to watch. But
that's awesome. Mm-hmm. That's awesome information. So, all right, I have homeowners in here. All right. Did you guys know that stuff?
I knew about inspections, but I didn't know all that.
Right.
I heard of 5-point and 4-point. So what's the difference? I don't understand.
Structural you don't need that for insurance purposes.
Okay. So that's just for regular evaluation to buy a house.
We do a lot of wind mitigation. Actually, we should talk because
we should talk. Why do you think you're on the show together?
All of our Every replacement roof that we do, we hire a licensed building inspector to come give a wind mitigation report that we can provide to the homeowner to submit their insurance company to get the discount.
Correct.
We provide that service for free.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So you talked about this thing about insurance and when a storm gets a name. Can you connect the dots for that? So is there something brewing out there right now? Is there?
I don't normally keep up with the storms.
I don't either. Okay. So let's just pretend
So
that
say
out
like
there it was a storm and then all of a sudden now it has a name of, I don't know, Devin.
Milton,
All
for
right.
example. When Milton came
God
around, the
forbid.
moment it was named, anyone that was trying to get insurance, they're kind of put on pause until after the storm passes.
Wow. I never knew that.
So you can do all the inspections you want, but once it's named, you're kind of in limbo for a little bit.
Very interesting. Okay. So you're a jack of all trades. So, I mean, really, you have to do an inspection. You basically have to know. You talked about the 4-point inspection, roofing, electrical, plumbing, and HVAC, AC.
Correct.
You need to know how to do that stuff to be able to find situations with it. Yes?
Yep. So I've been doing inspections for close to 4 years now. I have over 300 hours of continuing education along
sweet.
with over 3,000 inspections. So I am a certified master inspector, so I know what I'm looking at.
That's really important. I mean, like I said, you don't really think of these things, right? But the experience level they have to have. Same thing with you, Whitney. I'm talking to Whitney, the owner of Onyx. You can't just have anyone stick needles in your face, right? They have to know. They have to be experienced. I don't want anyone just going on my roof and telling me that needs to be done, right? I'm talking to Kevin at Roof Source. So thank you for all that experience. And again, what can you tell people proactively about the storms or the sellers and buyers of houses right now?
Surprisingly, you want to make sure your gutters are clear, trying to keep the tree branches away from the roof. You don't want anything falling and causing additional damage that could have been avoided. And if you have a proper inspection done prior to, you could get any repairs done to the roof to help prepare for the storm so that you're not, losing any loose shingles, things like that.
Okay. And is there anything else you can do about, like we talked about structure? What about insulation? Is there anything like that? Like, what about windows? A lot of people had broken windows. It's a big investment, of course, right? Of course. But is the boarding, is that something that works, or what can people do that? All right, I can't go afford and buy all these impact windows, but there's a hurricane coming. Is boarding the answer?
Boarding is definitely better than nothing. It's going to help brace it for any kind of damage that's coming through. There are some safety films that could help with that. I have seen this newer product that's like a polycarbonate, like plastic that's see-through. It's lighter weight, easier to install, but it still has the impact rating. So it wouldn't cost you as much as a metal shutter system. But having something in place is better than nothing.
Okay.
No duct tape? Come on.
I mean, it works wonders if you have enough layers.
Well, that was just to prevent the shatter, wasn't it?
Right.
Yeah, so that wasn't to prevent it from breaking. That was just so it didn't shatter everywhere and it would just break in whole pieces, right? Yeah. Is that what that was for?
Yep.
Okay. Phew. Okay. Well, I passed that little trivia question.
All
right. Let's see. When did home inspections start?
That is a question that I don't know because I'm not very good with history. I know it's essentially realtors took that liability initially, and from what I hear, a realtor bought a house, said everything was fine for the client, and then the house collapsed, and then essentially the dawn of home inspectors came in. A third party, unbiased inspector is going to come in and do that to take liability away from the realtors
and from the contractors. But so someone who doesn't know anything, he kind of sounded like he kind of knew everything. It happened in the 1970s, early 70s, which was really not that long ago,
Yeah.
No, not at all, really. So, all right. So one more shout out. How can someone find you proactively versus someone that has to have it done? Do you have anything to say? And I love the analogy about the doctor. So again, say that tagline again and why it's important to just get a home inspection, even if you're not selling.
Right. You'd want to get a checkup just like you do with your doctor, probably once a year, just to make sure that your house is up to date. You don't have anything that's coming apart. You can preventatively caulk, seal, repair anything that would cause water damage to the home. That's the main thing, is preventing any kind of damage to the house. So you could call me at 732-207-0799 or go to my website at tampapropertyinspections.com.
Excellent. Okay, very good. All right, if you want to talk to any of our guests. You can call them on my website because then no one knows their phone numbers except for Lewis.
I've had the same number since the 5th grade,
How
so it's
about I
pretty
just
easy.
give you my number? Okay. My number is 727-657-9615, and I will connect you with any of the business owners. And speaking of connecting you, I was honored to be nominated for Best Networker and Best Philanthropist, and our Raising Relief Foundation for the Best Place to Volunteer of a Nonprofit. If you could kindly go to raisingrelieffoundation.org and go on Vote Now at the top. You'll click on that and you will see all 3 of those links. And all voting goes only until August 20th. So today I think is the 14th. Yes, 14th. Mm-hmm. So we only have 6 more days. And like I said, it's just a pretty cool thing. So
is it a vote daily sort of thing?
Yes, it's a vote daily. Thank you, Whitney. Oh my! So vote every day.
I was going to say.
So I'm not only asking you now to vote. Now I'm asking you to vote every day. So what I actually do is when I get up and I'm just getting settled in, just kind of waking up and I'm kind of scrolling through emails and Facebook and everything. I just go on it. It's just a morning thing that I've made. If you have a cup of coffee or tea or something to wake up, if you could just go on raisingrelieffoundation.org, that would be amazing. Another shout out to Raising Relief Foundation. Tickets are on sale for the only fundraiser that they have. It's Denim and Diamonds Gala. It's 7 years we've been having it, and it is a blast. It is an absolute blast. It's one of the best fundraisers of the year, and tickets, partnerships, and tables are for sale right now on the raisingrelieffoundation.org. That event is November 15th at 6 p.m. at the Sheraton Sand Key. And you wear exactly whatever denim and diamonds means to you. All right. It's great for business owners. They get out there. There's a lot of little perks for the business owners with their logos and all that kind of stuff on marketing and social media and reels and all that stuff. And just to show what a great company you are for the community. So again, that is November 5th. It's the Denim and Diamonds Gala, and it's at the Sheraton Sand Key.
And I'll be there with my bedazzler.
Yeah.
Forget your diamond.
Oh, yeah. And of course, Stacy, who is the owner of Sharp Image Salon over on Lakeview. No, you're not on Lakeview. You're in Highland. You're in Highland. You're in Lakeview. I got to keep addresses straight. I got to keep phone numbers straight. I don't know. Avery, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
I know, even if it's just for today or next week or whatever. Hopefully you're going to vote.
You know it.
All right. And
every day, right? How often can we vote?
Every day.
Every day.
Yes, please do.
Okay.
We appreciate you. And Avery, can you do a little shout out from your personal touch about the Raising Relief Foundation Kids and Teens Birthday Club toy collection and gift collection that we are having? Can you tell us why that's important?
I would highly recommend that you go and do this stuff because, as Devin said, that a lot of these kids are underserved. The state doesn't exactly provide the most funding for these kids, and there's a lot of, I'm not telling you not to adopt pets, all right? However, you do see a lot more advertising and push for people to adopt pets than you, and there's a lot of children out there looking for families.
Oh, that's so true. God, now I have to do that.
I would. Devin's 100% right about Christmas is the only time these kids receive any attention. So if you have the means for doing so, I know not everyone can do these types of things right now. Please donate something for these kids. It really does mean the world to them.
Absolutely. And it doesn't have to be expensive. I mean, folks, come on. You can go to the Dollar Tree.
It could be $20.
Yeah. It could be go to the $1.25 tree now and pick up a bunch of stuff. Coloring books, Hot Wheels. I mean, how about the teens? Soaps, nail polishes, shampoo, makeup. I mean, there's so many things you can get right at the Dollar Tree.
Find a way to let these kids know that someone cares about them.
Exactly. And it's celebrating them, their special day. So thank you. It's Be Local Buzz with Devin here every Thursday from 4 to 5. Thank you to all our amazing guests we have today. Look at all these great faces over here. All right. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next Thursday. Bye.
Thank you.
WTAN, Clearwater.
FM 106.1.
WDCF, Dade City.
FM 102.3.